When my mom told me he wasn't coming home, I thought she was kidding.
Everyone I meet, I run them away with my crazy ways. Why? Just why?
My heart was so hurt. I went to stay with my mom. She really didn't want me and my kids there. A month later, we left.
Is love like the beach sand? If I scoop up a handful, will I be able to watch it tumble over my hand in between the cracks of my fingers and fall gracefully to the billions of grains below?
My family felt my mom was an unfit mother. So that summer, they came to take me and my brother. But my mom has always been my best friend, so I could really care less about my next of kin.
Sometimes I feel like my soul is flying on scalded hopes. People feed me tired lies and false dreams.
When I was a child, I had everything. I didn't want for nothing. Until I was 12. That's when things started going wrong. I was fighting every day inside and outside the house. Everybody had problems with me, or I had problems with them. I'm out of here.
That day I lost my job was the worst day of my life. I lost my apartment and then my car. I have nothing left. What do I do? Who do I turn to? These kids don't deserve this. They deserve much better. I have nowhere to go.
To be homeless is defined as a state of an individual or family who lacks a fixed, regular, and adequate nighttime residence.
I'm homeless for the first time in my life.
I'm worthless.
To be homeless is defined as an individual or family who lacks a fixed, regular, and adequate nighttime residence.
I'm a bad mother.
To be homeless is defined as
An individual or family who lacks a fixed, regular, and adequate nighttime residence.
How could I let this happen to us?
To be homeless is defined as
a state of an individual who lacks a fixed, regular, and adequate nighttime residence.
What was I thinking, God?
Please help me through this.
to be homeless.
I'm in your hands, and you're going to have to bring me out of this. I pray to you, dear Lord, guide me in the right direction. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Who am I? For women who have seen the rough side of the mountain. There's a leak in this old building, and my soul has got to move. Lord, my soul has got to move. I tell you, my soul has got to move. There's a leak in this old building, and my soul has got to move. I've got another building, a building not made by a man's hands. This old building, it keeps on leaning, and my soul has got to move. I tell you, my soul has got to move. Don't you know my soul has got to move? I tell you, this building, it keeps on leaning. Yes, my soul has got to move. I've got another building, a building not made by a man's hands. There's a leak in this old building. Yes, my soul has got to move. Tell you, my soul has got to move. Don't you know my soul has got to move? There's a leak in this old building, and my soul has got to move. I've got another building, a building not made by a man's hand.
Tears flow like a waterfall. Loneliness. So all alone. I'm wondering who I can call. I sit and I think and I sit. My problems are driving me crazy. I'm ready to throw a fit. I feel like I'm going insane. But I'm only surviving in Jesus' name. A life full of misery, a soul full of pain. When will I get sunshine instead of lonely rain?
Hello, God. I'm writing this letter to you to ask for your mercy, grace, forgiveness, deliverance, and the will to love myself and be able to progress better in life. This you know that I am full of anger, disappointment, resentment, sadness, loneliness, regret, and definitely of being unloved. I only knew the emotion of anger as I grew up, and all the rest came later in life. They progressed into relationships with family, friendships, and with the opposite sex. Sometimes, I think I would be better off dead. I've tried to kill myself several times because of the mistakes I have made. But each time you brought me back to the living. Why? Why? I don't know. But you know best.
Behind these white walls, I sit. Behind these white walls, I sit in silence. While I sit in silence, I got beat up, raped, and molested. I ran away from that situation. As I wandered the streets of Baltimore trying to find that love, I lost myself being in love. Now I'm a mom of two. Sometimes I ask God, what did I do? I deal with this drama from my baby's daddy. I sit there and I cry. But now I have God as my guide. He tells me every day, you are a good mother. You will move through this struggle. You are strong. So I keep my faith sitting behind these white walls.
Women and families are the fastest growing segment of the homeless population.
34% of the total homeless population is composed of families. Of homeless families, 84% are headed by women.
My children are my blessings. They're my angels from heaven. My children are the reason why I struggle to get my life back together and keep it together. My children are my life, because without them, I feel I'd have more challenges in life. My children are the reason I wake up every day. Just knowing I hear their voices and see their faces makes my day that much better. My children, they make me laugh by some of the things they say and they do. My children are my heart, my body, and my soul. They make my pounding body sing. My children are my blessings from God, my gifts from God.
Non-refundable.
They are my heart. Girl, what you been up to?
Ooh, baby.
He gonna make me cry. Don't he do it? Don't he do it?
Yeah,
Don't let
you know
him
he will do it.
Yeah, you know he'll do it. I told
What?
him not to do it.
Sure, he should.
Yeah, what's going on with you?
Come on, see this girl.
I love my kids. I don't really have nothing to be happy about but my kids. Having my kids was the happiest day. Happiest day of my life. Happy, happy. Woo. I love my Effie and my Annie. Shoot, my kids are my life. Without them, I'm lost. And even though my third ain't here, BJ, whew, I know God gonna bring them home to us.
You ain't let that boy out here.
I know God gonna bring them home to me no matter what. And I say it again, girl.
Put down there, wait a minute.
My children are my world.
Now, I hear you now. Put down there, bottle now.
84% of homeless families are headed by women.
Why is my life this way? Did I do something wrong when I was born? Did my mom not want me? Did my dad not want me? Should I have just kept my mouth closed? Or should I have just disappeared? I don't know. I ask God every day, why? Why am I here? No one loves me or my kids and my family.
Hold up. Time for my daughter. I'm sorry I didn't spend a lot of quality time with you when you were growing up. Honey, I was wild and dumb and I had money and sheets on the brains. But you know what? I promise you, when I get home, we will spend some quality time together. You know, it's never too late to bond together and to share our feelings. I love you, my child. I love you more than you'll ever know. I love you, Cassandra. Your mother, SJ.
Domestic and sexual violence is
the leading cause of homelessness for women and families.
20 to 50% of all homeless women and children become homeless as a direct result of fleeing domestic violence.
My heart is melted by all your constant heat. Your anger causes devastation in this house for weeks on end. Minutes, hours, days that proceed after the heart-wrenching, gut-exploding, mind-mangling confrontations are roughly delayed by constant barriers. That are being built higher and higher to guard what little we have of our slowly eroding, hate-infected heart.
I pay for you, so you do what I tell you to do. What? Them kids ain't mine.
What are you talking about? You, oh my God.
I ain't claiming you and that baby. I thought you said your mom was claiming y'all. Why don't you go stay with them?
Look, you ain't giving up nothing. Pack your shit, you got to go.
Hey, I don't believe y'all ass no way. That ugly little joker don't even look like me and my family.
You see, every man from this day forward who will ultimately turn 2 years old will become the same beast you waged upon us every single night.
Homeless women are far more likely to experience violence of all sorts compared with women who are not homeless
Because of a lack of personal security from living outdoors or in shelters.
Every man had to be a monster. Because every man presented to us was like you, inhuman, incapable of holding human emotion, in which we as young kids yearn to know. Love. What is love? Is it even possible? How can you grasp and hold on to something that you've never held or been introduced to?
When I think about my life, I think about the struggle and the strife. I think about the good and the bad. What makes me laugh, what makes me sad. At times I feel like I have no one on my side. No one. Who cares if I live or die?
I hate myself. I hate others too. I hate that I have nothing true. Wait a minute. Let me get some. And I think I want to hurt out loud, but the pain I have and the pride I have makes me proud. And then so many pain and just tearing me up, make me say I don't even give a fuck.
I constantly tell myself how beautiful I am.
But all the time, I know no one gives a damn.
I take the time to stare in the mirror at me and ask over and over.
Is this who I'm supposed to be?
Who are you, I often ask. Who or what is looking into this glass?
Was I born to succeed?
Was I born to believe?
Am I living to be all this so-called God wanted me to be? What in the world? What in the fuck? What in the hell made me believe I'd have good luck?
I should have known better.
I should have been smart.
I should have known not to trust my fucked up heart.
I have a silent cry, a cry for help, a need to be loved, something I've never felt. Yes, I have family, but they really don't count, because by their standards, I'll never amount.
Too much.
You see me? I'm forever dogged out. Talked about to the point where I'm not bothered. Oh, but deep down inside, my heart is so hollow. I am tired of the broken dreams and promises that I never kept. I'm tired. I guess just being alive is as good as it's going to get, huh? You know, I often said I'd be better off dead. Nobody would care. They wouldn't care if I was here or there. So what's the use?
What's the use? Hey, what is the use?
I don't
I don't care. I do not care.
So what's the use?
What's the use?
I don't even care.
My focus of the day is to tell my story. It's like my brain's in a rush, my mind's in a hurry. But thanks to God, my life has changed. I'm not fully stable, but I can't complain. See, I'm a strong woman, I can't deny. Growing up in foster homes made me cry. I held my head up and I tried. You know what? My mom couldn't take care of my siblings and I. My daddy, he was only around just to get high. But through it all, I gained the knowledge that it's not good to lie. You know, something bad happened to me when I was young that I couldn't control. But God showed me that I didn't have to go down that road. You know, I didn't understand at first, and then it showed. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. I know you can help me take care of my lovely son. I forgive you. It was God who did it. I hope this poem helps someone. Love and peace.
Peace. It doesn't mean to be in a place where there's no noise, trouble, or hard work. It means to be in the midst of those things and still be calm in the heart, unknown.
Go on with the spirit that fears nothing.
Faith, hope, love.
Rejoice. The Lord will rejoice over you. Zephaniah 3:17.
Joy, be joyful in the heart. 2 Chronicles 2:11.
Never, never,
Never
give up.
You know, as a child, I had most things children had as far as toys. There was not a lot of love in my house, but oh, my grandmother, she was one of those ladies that you love to go over her house. We would play. She had all types of games for us to play. We would play up until 4:00 p.m. too. She would take us to church. We would learn about God and learn everything. Then we would have a talent show.
Yay! Woo! Yes!
I was the one who always read from the Bible, Isaiah 40:31. Those who trust in the Lord will walk in new strength.
That's my baby.
Then we would eat dinner, go to sleep, and wake up and go to church.
The Spirit of the Lord is here.
Yes!
The Spirit of the Lord is here. I feel it in the atmosphere. The Spirit of the Lord is here. The Spirit of the Lord is here.
Although extreme poverty is a characteristic of the homeless population, the shortage of affordable housing is a major factor that can render individuals homeless who are not extremely poor.
At the early age of 8, I lost my dad to the prison system. When my mom said he wasn't coming home, I thought she was kidding. By the end of my 3rd grade year, I realized she was not kidding. Days before my birthday, I waited for him and I waited for him. Then I knew I was out of there.
My family felt that my mom was an unfit mother. So that summer they came to take me and my little brother. But my mom had always been my best friend. So I could really care less about my next of kin. For years, I was angry, so I lashed out at school. I always made good grades, but couldn't keep my cool. I wasn't even reunited with my mom until the 7th grade. 15, I got my first job taking care of me and my little brother. But I got into some trouble. I started smoking cigarettes and a little weed too.
Well, when I was a child, I had everything. I didn't want for nothing. Not until I was 12. That's when things started going wrong. I was fighting every day inside and outside the house. Everybody had problems with me, or I had problems with them.
Boys, boys, boys.
People thought I was so interested in them. I think not. 3 years later, I had a baby. I didn't know what to do. I knew how to bathe them and feed them and that kind of stuff. But as far as 18 years, I didn't know, but it knocked me off with my mother. She was telling herself and everyone else she had a baby. What the F? No, ma'am, no, you didn't. I was in and out the house when I was pregnant with my daughter. I was slapped on, negative opinions coming
changed that
to
damn
my
baby?
mother's mouth.
Sick
I
of it.
left.
Get out.
The rate of unintended pregnancies is higher amongst homeless women than other American women.
Homeless women also experience a higher number of adverse birth outcomes when compared with the general population.
Time and change. Nothing can change the course of time on life. Time treks on, and like the etchings in stone, the past changes not. But I tend to, on a daily, good or bad, I want to flow, free verse, purse my lips to form the beginnings of new worlds. Let my soul give birth to schools of thought that, like the past, change.
Not.
Make a difference, leave a mark. I want to play the songs of my soul. Let my words take hold so that they might inspire other hearts, so that they won't be hardened. Love is the key, my salvation, my freeing. So I want to flow just to see where I can go. I wish I could remember, bring myself back together, not as what I thought I'd be, but what I've been created to be. I'd like to see the beauty of joy and freedom, forgetting what I'm not and
Just breathe in.
Other risk factors for homelessness include lack of job skills, inadequate social support, problems with alcohol or substance abuse, mental illness, experiences with violence, and previous incarceration.
God is good. My life could be worse without him. I prayed to get out of my car and I'm in.
I found a shelter. Whew.
Oh, no more sleeping in my car. Thank you.
No more in the streets.
no more man beating on me.
No more me and my kids hopping from house to house, baby.
Being in a storm, but I know it's not gonna last forever.
Here I am. In a shelter. A place I thought I'd never be.
It's like my life has turned upside down.
The shelter is a temporary stay.
This is not my home.
I'm living in somebody else's house, and
They got rules I got to go by.
It says sign number, birth certificate. What?
I am who I say I am.
I ain't with all this.
I have to be in at what time?
What? You need my food stamps?
I ain't
What?
looking at this.
This is too much.
I can't deal with this.
I need to see my man.
Girl, I got something to do. Oh my God.
I ain't your child. Who they talking to?
Things are so totally different.
You know, I feel great for the gifts I received. Who would have guessed I'd end up in the Salvation Army? I count the days as they roll by. I be wondering and wondering. Oh, I could just die.
And I learned from this. I have a dream that I know things are going to get better for me and my children. I can feel it in my heart. I know we are covered by the blood of Jesus, and it is already done in Jesus' name.
We started attending these
Sessions, whole days on, finding out who I am. I know who I am.
I know who I am. This is crazy.
I ain't never heard of nothing
Oh
like
my
this.
God.
Find out who I am. I know who I am.
I thought this was a women's shelter.
Start off today, we're gonna do some yoga,
Yoga?
get in the
I
right
ain't doing
mood,
it. I'm gonna
get our
rock
blood
wild.
flowing.
What's your mind?
All right, so everybody come on, let's stand up. Sit your stuff down, come on, let's stand up. This is gonna be fun. Honey, I love you reading the Bible. Let's go ahead and sit that down for a minute, do this, you can get back to it later. We need to communicate, work together. All right, everybody take a deep breath. Reach for the sky, deep breaths in. That ain't reaching. All right, let's go over to the right, hold it in.
Yep, okay, I'm sitting. Excuse me, I know you see me sitting right here. Councilman?
No.
Rude.
Come on, everybody, let's work together now. All right, deep breath in, going over to the left.
To the left, to the left. Just-
Come back to the center
Okay.
with me.
Whoa, Lord. All right.
Breathe it out. All right, that's a good job.
Yep.
Since y'all don't want to do yoga today, we're going to talk about holding on to your goals. Okay? Hold on to your goals and keep striving.
How many times we done heard that?
Do you ladies have anything that you might feel comfortable sharing amongst one another?
No.
I'm angry right now.
See, together.
I don't like you neither.
force
We
to
literally
be
you
reckoned
can't
with.
write.
I want to be a poet.
But you can't write.
This Holy Ghost.
Oh, Lord, here she comes.
Stay with the Bible.
Look like she pray up on the job or something.
Hypocrites.
I promise.
Okay.
Just remember, you are beautiful.
God will send you the guy that is truly meant for you.
You need to come on.
Our journey to a new beginning. At first, our journey to a new beginning was different for us. We were used to it ending. So we sat and watched. You listened and cared. We saw you had love in your hearts and do this thing called share. Then we opened up, poured out our hearts, met different kinds of people from near and from far. You taught us how to use our hands and hearts again and to always try. We plot before you come and say, this time, I'm not going to cry. We've grown so fond of you, for you, and the unique people that you brought in our lives. Your faces and your faith we'll never forget as our journey has finally arrived. KV.
Well, I like poetry. I wouldn't say it's a method for me, though, but I think writing is a good idea. You know, a lot of people might prefer writing and poetry over other methods of fencing.
A poem for me. Woke up saying, thank you, God, as he answers my prayers from afar. But Lord, I'm tired. I'm almost out of breath. But I heard God say, mate, I gave you very good health. The tears ran down the corner of my eyes, my child. It wouldn't be life if it had no surprise. Tests and trials, they come every day. But one thing you must not forget, and that is to pray. Sometimes burdens are heavy like a tuggle, but one day you're going to dance and shout all your troubles over. So don't be afraid of what this test is about. Your blessing is, I got your strength, I got your car, I got your house. And it may be sometimes you feel all alone, but I'm God, and I'm with you. I sit on the throne. So dance and shout, it's all right. You can lay in my arms and I'll hold you tight. So don't you worry no more, you hear? Because you are my child, man. You special, my dear.
Girl, my man, you waiting on me to get a partner. We finna move in together. When I get up out this junk,
Well, I'm just waiting on mine to pick me up.
Hold on, a man can't do nothing for me unless he give me some money. What
Oh,
y'all
now
talking
you done
about?
said something. Now you in the house.
Y'all, come on.
All
man.
right.
We try to get us to see that you can do it for yourself. You don't have to rely on a man, but he can be a part of you. He does not define who you are.
And you talking.
When we can get us to understand that, we will prosper so much more.
Right. I like the male point of view. It's good to know that there's still some positive men out here.
You know, I enjoyed the men who came to talk to us. They had very important words of encouragement and gave very good insight from a male's point of view.
Ma'am?
I was reminded to choose a man, to let a good man come to me for
Right.
more than just what he wants from me. I deserve more than a man that just wants to sit at home, eat all my food, and sell dope. Me and my kids deserve better than that.
Okay.
you know what? I learned a little bit more about those generational curses. I don't want to teach my children to be violent, have bad mouth. Sit your motherfucker.
Now you said
Well, you know I got to work a little
Now
bit
you
more on
said
mine.
that.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to beat them the way I was beat or the way my mama was beat. You know, I'm gonna take the steps to stop right now and break that cycle. You know?
The session was very interesting and informative. In the first half, I enjoyed the open conversation. He didn't come in here and just try to tell us what he thought we should hear, but rather he wanted to discuss what we talked about. And half of our conversations was about relationships. And it felt good to hear a male's point of view about men especially when he was true about things.
No, I learned a lot from women around me and what they have been through and are still going through. You know, which sometimes I think I need to help them through some things.
Well, I want a house. I want a house for me and my kids and a good paying job so I can pay my bills and take care of my kids.
Well, what I learned in the session is that I really need to search inside my heart and my soul. You know, search what I've been looking and what I've been missing. I've had good jobs to come and go, but I can't stay on them long. I want a job I can stay on for at least 10 years, a good paying job.
I'm gonna get my GED.
Get my diploma.
I'm going back to college.
I'm gonna get my certificate, boo.
And get me and my kids a house.
I'm gonna be a nurse.
opening up a bank account.
Get me a whip that is paid for.
You know what? I learned it doesn't take much money to spend time with my daughter and my grandkids. You know what I'm saying? You know, it takes a little time and creativity. That's the answer. You know what? And eating healthy and exercising, positive attitude. Girl, that's a good nutrition for the soul and the body.
That's right.
What am I saying?
Well, I'm gonna go to college because that is my calling. That is to communicate and talk to people because that is what I am called to do. A good paying job.
I'm sorry, I can't come into work today. I don't have a babysitter.
I'm sick. I don't feel well.
Oh, I can't find no ride.
Well, I'm moving forward.
Good thoughts and good attitude.
Now, I myself can look back these few months and say, I have changed for the better and not the worse.
I give up to you. Well, like I said, I already learned it. It doesn't take much money to spend time with your kids. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Positive attitude, good nutrition for the soul.
You know what? I learned that I give up too easily. It seems to be so much that I get off track. And I started letting my attitude affect my ability to achieve my goals.
Well, my kids are my life. They are the most important thing in my life. I protect them.
Right.
I make sure they're safe. I die for them in a heartbeat. They love me and I love them more than life itself. I want them to grow up and be better than me. Good men, and my daughter a good woman. They are so smart, bright, and intelligent. They do so good in school, and I never let a minute go by when they do something good to let them know. I'm proud of you, son. I'm so proud of you, baby. Bringing them into this world was the best thing that I have done in my life because they are very good kids. I raised them that way. Go on. Be anything in this world that you want to be. It can be your oyster. Have fun. Enjoy being a kid while you can because life is hard and it'll chew you up and spit you out. Education is the key. Education is the key.
Education is the key.
Education is the key.
Our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Now you know
Who I am.
And why I be in this place I stand.
Why be what to do?
Oh, we give you our soul, and this is true. So smile, even when I hurt, I smile. Yeah, just smile, even when I'm down, I smile. Hey, yeah, just smile. Don't you know I'll be around? Hey, oh yes, this I know, this I know. Hey, smile, even when I hurt, I smile. Hey, yeah, just smile, even when I'm down, I smile. Hey, yeah, just smile. Don't you know I'll be around? Oh yes, this I know, this I know. Hey, smile, even when I hurt, I
I didn't have a radio in my room, so to hear a little music was pleasant.
Okay. I like the spiritual dancing. It was like God sent a message to me. Woo!
I think that I was created for a special purpose, and God has a plan for my life. No matter how hard it may seem, He never puts more on me than I can bear. Hear from someone else was very motivating.
Well, it have motivated me. Something I had inside of me, I had to get a hold to it. I feel released from it. Better.
Ooh, when I left that last night, ooh, I know that was God.
Yeah.
I was feeling love inside and out.
The effect last night got me back to my spiritual side.
Got me wanting to love, but not so much.
Share anger and emotion.
Take time to find things out about ourselves. I enjoyed the embrace and the song of the embrace.
Encourage yourself.
Encourage yourself.
Dream.
Go on with the spirit that fears nothing.
Peace to offer, strength to endure, grace to accept.
Rejoice. The Lord will rejoice over you. Zephaniah 3:17.
Joy. Be joyful and glad in the heart. 2 Chronicles 7:10.
Peace. It does not mean to be in a place where there is no noise, trouble, or hard work. But it means to be in the midst of those things and still be calm in the heart, unknown.
And with a new day comes new strength and new thoughts.
Never,
Never.
Never give up.
I'm coming up on the rough side of this mountain. I must hold to God, His powerful hand. I'm coming up on the rough side of the mountain, and I must hold to God.
Hey, Lord, His powerful hand. I'm coming up, coming up, coming up on the rough side of the mountain. Hey, I must hold to God, His powerful hand. I'm coming up, hey Lord, on the rough side of the mountain, and I must hold to God. Don't you know His powerful hands? I'm coming up
Coming up now, Jesus.
on the rough side of the mountain, and I'm doing my best to make it in.
Enjoy that. Right now, we will have each cast member introduce themselves.
Okay, I am Camilla Barton.
I'm Rachel Townsend.
I'm Justin Gwynn. Stay positive.
I'm Tatiana Smith, and this is my first play.
Hey, Tatiana.
Lorna Brindley, and
name is Valerie Houston, and I am a student at U of M.
My name is Darwin Burchett, and I'm also a student at the University of Memphis.
My name is Nysa Patton, and I grew up with Blue City, so I know this thing pretty good.
My name is Latoya Gladney. I'm also a student here at University of Memphis.
Yay,
And
Toya.
that's my daughter.
I don't know if our director has come down yet. She is in the light booth. That is Miss Deborah Frazier. And also, I want you all to know that Active Minds is very active. We have a couple of people that are in the show from Active Minds. If you all could raise your hand, step forward, let them know who you are. And I think Dr. Okwomobwa, is she out there, who is the sponsor for Active Minds?